Good evening. I'm Kavita Karki and you're watching Emerging SME, a television program which highlights the achievements of such SMEs who from a modest beginning have now become a brand name in their respective business vertical. Our first story in today's episode is of Bonton Holidays, a company which started in the year 2009 and today has become a 360-degree travel management company, providing its clients with end-to-end travel services for India and across the world. I caught up earlier with Mr. Avani Sharma, the Managing Director of Bonton Holidays. Have a look. First of all, I would like to ask you, what makes Bonton Holidays one of the leading leisure travel management company in India?
Well, I think the first and the foremost is believe in our tagline, which is we do the planning while you just do the packing. Around this tagline, we have built the whole company. And to achieve this particular target of our tagline, we are focused on the four aspects: team, technology, processes and transparency, and customer focus approach. We have a technology team placed in the company which has designed the technology in such a way which makes a booking experience and as well as the delivery experience, that means fulfillment module, very stronger. Though we are a global company with a presence outside India, but we are very much try to fulfill the local aspirations, and that is one of the reasons why in this particular company, being a global multinational company, we speak 18 Indian languages.
What is the core area of expertise of Bonton Holidays?
Well, we are a holiday focused company. So our approach is first that if it is a people experience on the ground, that how they get picked up, how they move, how the groups will move, if that is smooth, then you will be able to add experience to a customer. And since as a company we are very strong as a fulfillment company, this makes us a very strong holiday maker, and therefore the same model of what we started in Dubai, we were able to do the replica in other part of the world. Like we started in Mauritius, we started in European country our office, and across India when we are doing a domestic movement. So that point of time we take care of the last mile of the customer aspirations, smaller nonsenses which can happen on the ground while giving them a service.
What growth and business opportunities Bonton Holidays provides to its franchisee?
We have got three models of people getting associated with us. One as a business partner, the second as a PSA, and the third as a distributor. We are saying to our business partner, which is upgraded version of a franchisee, which is unique in a way, that sell the product which is designed by the company, whereas in that particular region to develop the business, what is required of doing maybe a domestic contracting of the hotels, supplying the vehicles. So you also become a part of a supplier chain of a global, a Bonton system. So that way we are enhancing their business opportunity there. And similarly PSA, we are giving a travel agency which wants to run their own brand but also wants to use the global brand of a Bonton and wish to get associated. Then we are offering PSA setup. And there are freelancers, there are people who are very enterprising and wants to do some business on their own. They can become our distributor and they can distribute our SDM system.
Such a competitive market, how could Bonton Holidays maintain a sustainable growth rate and a reasonable good profit in all these years?
90% of the holiday business happens offline. So agents is a very strong connection between you and the customer. And in the last 7 years of our business operations, till now, we have exchanged visiting card with 70,000 agents across India. And out of that, 18,000 travel agency across India, they have done business transaction with us. And that makes a great number in terms of having a relationship with a trade partner. And approach adopted there with a travel partner, that how we can help to a trade partner to enhance their business, which in turns comes back to us in having more business.
The travel and tourism industry has emerged as one of the largest and fastest growing economic sectors globally. What growth opportunities do you see for this industry in the upcoming years?
And this upcoming middle class segments are traveling, have a more aspiration also to travel now. And therefore, I see an opportunity, a good growth for the people to spend on the entertainment activities. And one of the important experience entertainment could be going on a holiday. Even I have seen in the recent past that even people from the rural segments, they are also traveling and spending money on the travel. Like recently we have done a group of the farmers a trip to Israel along with giving a tour guide.
Which are the most preferred tourist destinations by the Indian travelers?
Dubai. If you look at the number of flights which originate from India to Dubai, I think directly to Dubai and connecting to Dubai, you will have more than 100 flights in a day from India, with a lots of attractions there for the family, for the elderly people, the language proximity because many speaks. So I would say the first number obviously it comes to the Dubai as far as from India is concerned. The secondly comes Singapore, a Far East, and then for the honeymoon destinations, the Mauritius, where visa is on arrival for the Indians, and there is a aspiration, the second generation, those who have traveled to these nearby destinations, they wish to see UK and US, which is another long haul destination's favorite destination.
What is your vision for Bonton Holidays, and where do you see the company 5 to 10 years down the line?
We wish to develop a very vibrant marketplace for a different stakeholder to come on a platform and do a business transactions for holidays. And therefore, we with the help of a technology, we have launched a holiday deal market, which could be a game changer from the way the travel business happens and the way we can engage the various stakeholders in this particular business.
So this is the travel management company that envisages being the game changer in the holiday making industry. Here we'll take a short break, lots more on the other side. Stay tuned in. Welcome back. The textiles industry in India, traditionally after agriculture, is the only industry that has generated huge employment for both skilled and unskilled labor. Also, textile sector is one of the largest contributors to India's exports, approximately with a share of 11% of the total exports. Our next company in today's episode is amongst India's top 100 SMEs, Balkrishna Textiles, which is the leading exporter, manufacturer, service provider and supplier of cotton textile products. Balkrishna Textiles was established in the year 1979 and has over the years earned reputation as textile processors par excellence in the domestic and overseas market.
Well, the journey began in 1979 when my father, Sri Chandubhai Thakkar, established this company and I joined him in the same year, right, with a modest beginning of 8 screen printing tables and an annual turnover of rupees 8 lakhs. Today we have reached an annual turnover of rupees 200 crores. In 2006, we bought over one more unit for processing of shirtings and bottom wears.
Balkrishna Textiles today has become a brand name in textiles industry through a combination of technology, service, quality, creative marketing, pricing and cost efficiency.
We are innovative people. What we give to market every time something new. We have so many machines which gives certain value additions which are only 2 or 3 in the whole of India and which can give different kind of finishes to the fabric, different kind of looks to the fabric.
Balkrishna Textiles started with manufacturing polyester fabrics and with course of time developed a complete range of cotton fabrics and value-added fabrics.
Our main product at that time was polyester. Then slowly and gradually we have also converted ourselves, looking to the market scenario. We have converted ourselves into cotton. Our main product range is 100% cotton woven fabrics and yarn dyeds, poplins, lycras, printed shirtings, and we are also specialized in corduroy fabrics.
In a fiercely competitive industry, Balkrishna's innovative product range has managed to cater to rapidly changing market trends. Company focuses on product quality through constant emphasis on process quality and engineering.
Only processing industry of the whole textile chain needs to adapt very fastly the changing technology and the processes, which we have to do, and if we don't do it, we cannot be in the race. Right people with us, the right mindset, providing them the right ambience, the right atmosphere, giving them the right quality of raw material, helping them in R&D, providing them all the apparatuses what they need, and giving them full authority to develop what they want.
The company currently exports its product range, made-up textile and home textile, to European Union countries, USA, CIS, and also exports fabric to Indonesia, Malaysia, Middle East, and Gulf countries. Balkrishna Textiles is committed to fostering innovation and meet customers' needs and deliver superior value to their customers through constant research and development efforts.
Quality is the only mantra we have adopted right from the day one, and we are always on a path of improvising in quality. We always welcome any suggestions from any of our stakeholders or customers. So that has given us a confidence level that if we improve and give consistent quality, we will never derail our industry.
Nitin Thakkar feels that government's policy framework is favorable to textiles industry, but there are some crucial issues and challenges which needs to be addressed so that the textile sector achieves the targeted growth.
Firstly, the Indian textile industry of lately after 1980 has been divided into different segments of ginning, spinning, weaving and processing. So the synchronization is lacking amongst the segments. If we can improvise on that, it will give a good boost to the textile industry at large in India. The government, to be very honest, is very proactively giving policies for the benefit of the industry, but at the implementation stage there are a lot of difficulties because of the processes involved. Secondly, somehow or the other, Indian textile industry might face an acute shortage of technocrats in the coming future, because none of the universities as of now is encouraging textile technology segments. Rather, in absence of getting right students, they are closing the division of textile technology. So the textile industry and the government should jointly address this issue very, very seriously.
The domestic textile and apparel industry in India is estimated to reach $100 billion by 2016-17 from $67 billion in 2013-14. Make in India campaign would further boost the textile and garment industry, making India as a global manufacturing destination and a preferred destination for investment.
An excellent ideology of our visionary and honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji of Make in India, to make India as a manufacturing hub for the global market. In my personal opinion, it is very crucial to make this in real terms of success, that the government of India poses 100% confidence in the Indian industry and vice versa. If the ambience and the atmosphere of confidence is provided and delivered from both the ends, I am pretty sure that Indian industry in any segment is mighty enough to take any challenges of the global requirement and prove its worthiness.
Balkrishna Textiles has maintained a reasonable good growth rate in the past, and company has ambitious growth plan for the future in light of providing continuous value through innovation, expertise excellence and attain highest level of customer satisfaction?
Well, my vision is very clear. We have to go for forward integration because ready-made garments is the ultimate thing for the textile industry. Fabric has its own limitations. If we have our own brand under RMG of either menswear or womenswear or children's wear or all of them, then that is the ultimate. So what I am planning is by 2020 we should have our own brand in our apparel line and our brand should be reckoned with. I am not talking of any numbers as of now. It can be anything, but I am trying to make my brand very, very visible throughout the globe, not only in the Indian market.
Nitin Thakkar envisions of launching Balkrishna Textiles RMG brand and making it visible worldwide. Here we'll take another short break. Keep watching Emerging SME. Welcome back. Started in the year 1999, Ficus Packs is a leading name in packaging and logistics. It offers packaging solutions to Indian exporters with a focus on the niche market of high-precision packaging of high-value goods. To talk about the company's performance, vision and growth strategy, we have been joined from Bangalore by Mr. Amin Rahman and Captain B.R. Vijayendra, the founders of Ficus Packs. Welcome to the show, both of you. Mr. Amin, first of all, I would like to ask you, what was the driving force behind establishing Ficus Packs?
Well, at that time, India was on a very good wicket industrially. A lot of multinational companies were coming into India, and there was a need for good packaging solutions. So, me and my partner decided that why don't we give it a try, and we founded Ficus Packs.
Captain Vijayendra, since 1999, Ficus Packs has been offering packaging solutions to Indian exporters. How has been this journey so far?
To put it in a short sentence, I would say the journey has been very, very eventful. It was a time of tremendous growth for our company, where we used to have anywhere from 50% to 100% growth year on year. In 2009, we got an invitation from Nokia to look at the possibilities of developing what is called as plywood collapsible nailless boxes for their handset that was being manufactured in Chennai. It took us about 6 to 8 months to develop these plywood boxes, and within a short period of time we were their prime supplier. Today we have 3 of these plants in Chennai, Pune and in Bangalore, where we supply to companies like Schneider, Cummins, Kirloskar, Otis and others.
Mr. Amin, what is the core area of competence of Ficus Packs and for which all sectors is it offering its solutions?
I would say that the USP of Ficus today is in our design and value engineering. Like, first what we do is that we copy the design given by the customer. Suppose he is using wood, we first go in for wood, and after we give it a trial run after 2-3 months, we try and tell them how to go green and how to pack more in a container, and this has been very successful for us. And right now Ficus has got about 400 customers around India. I am proud to tell you that, and most of them are world leaders in India and also in the international market. Companies like GE, Schneider, ABB, Volkswagen.
What is the major product range of Ficus Packs that you're offering to your customers?
We have developed a board. Can I show them the board? I'd like to show you this board. The board is known as a AAA board. Yeah, and it can take a weight of 2 tons. So you take a box which is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. This board replaces a plywood board, and in a container it can take a stacking weight of 1 plus 2. So you do away with the deforestation. Also have a honeycomb board over here, which is ideally suited for let us say for electronic items, and where you don't have to use foam and thermocol, and where this acts as the buffer for the TV, and it is totally green.
Mr. Amin, Ficus Packs deals in high precision packaging of high value goods. How have you been able to adhere to quality standards, delivery schedules and offer cost-effective solutions?
We have implemented a system because we follow ISO 9001 2008 very rigidly. So systems are put into place where incoming material is checked, outgoing is checked, measurements are made, and in fact even when the packing box goes out, it has to be accompanied by an inspection report, so that whenever the people on the other end get it, they can measure it and see if it is suitable for what they ordered. So systems are put into place and this is followed very, very, very rigidly.
Captain Vijayendra, what differentiates Ficus Packs from its competitors as far as crucial aspects of management and production are concerned?
Ficus, right from the beginning, has set the benchmark for all packaging products. Anything that we do is of a global standard. We have added on new technologies where none of our competitors even thought about it. For example, at Volkswagen, we realized that we required a profile cutting, CNC profile cutting machine. We searched globally, found this machine in Norway, airlifted it, and within a matter of 20 or 25 days, we had the machine up and running, delivering products of different and difficult profiles that were required for packaging of sheet metal products for Volkswagen.
Captain Vijayendra, the Vision 2020 of Ficus Packs is to be India's largest and most reliable complete quality packaging solutions provider. How has been the company's growth in line with your Vision 2020?
I'll be honest with you, the last 3 years has been very, very bad for the packaging industry. Most of our competition has had negative growth. I wouldn't be surprised if Ficus is the only company in India with a positive growth rate. We have grown at between 10 and 12% every year over the last 3 years. But our aim for the next 5 years to grow at a minimum of 20% annually. Our present revenue is around 300 crores, and by 2020 we expect to cross 600 crores either by finding new customers or expanding laterally, which means we set up plants in other parts of the country. Today we have 10 plants in India. Over the next 5 years, we should be adding another 5 plants. Apart from putting up new plants, we are also planning to go in for new technologies, new methods of packing, using new raw material.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman and Captain B.R. Vijayendra, for joining us in the show. With this, we come to the end of this episode. I will be back next week with the success stories of few other SMEs. Till then, goodbye and take care.